Hello, Q&A cuties. Welcome back to another episode of the Q&A podcast. I'm Mel.
And I'm Kevin.
And we are so excited to see you all again. Before we get into today's episode, I wanted to check in with you, Kevin. How are you? What's up? How is life?
Not too bad. Nothing really going on. Just usual pre-med stuff. Work, stress, taking some extra classes. And yeah, just the usual stuff.
So I know that you not just took the test that I'm blanking on, MCAT.
The MCAT, yeah.
MCAT. So what have you been doing like to fill your time instead of that?
So I'm not happy with my score, so I am planning on retaking it. But the extra classes should help with like review of that information. Still volunteering at the hospital, working as a medical scribe. But I do plan on applying in May, which is coming up pretty soon, I feel. So, yeah, so got to get everything ready for that. But yeah, once everything, I feel like I'm in limbo right now, just in the gap year. But up until then, I'll just be like working and trying to get everything. So yeah, what about you? What have you been up to?
I've just been working full time, you know the vibes. I don't get to sleep, but it's okay. Well, the thing is, I don't get to sleep because I still have to play Genshin before I go to bed, and Val a little bit, you know, when I can. But yeah, just working full time and like meeting people from my company and stuff.
How is working like full time compared to before?
I feel like I'm still in the honeymoon phase with like, you know, new job and everything. Especially because I haven't met everyone yet. So I feel like I'm still kind of, you know, new and like things still feel exciting. Even though the work is like kind of getting more like, oh shit, like, oh, okay. You know, this is, you know, what I'm here for. But, yeah, the people are cool. They're very fun and stuff. So yeah, I don't want to get too much into like work stuff. I feel like that's boring. But yeah, I'm definitely adjusting still from the, you know, unemployed for a good chunk of time to working straight into full time. Yeah, and I miss being able to just like sit in my house and watch anime and like play video games and stuff. But I have been trying to watch Black Clover. I just started it recently. Yes, and I'm so excited because it's giving me everything I need in an anime. I'm very particular, but yeah, Black Clover, really good. What about you? Have you been watching anything lately?
I haven't been able to watch that many. I finished Hunter x Hunter a while ago, which was like a long feat, but it was really good. My favorite. And I just started Spy Family, and I know the new season came out, but I'm still on episode 2 of season 1. So yeah. How do you like Black Clover?
It's okay. So I could talk about this for a good amount of time. And okay, I probably sound crazy because I'm only on the 3rd episode, but I can talk about why I like it so much already for some reason. And it's because it's literally Naruto if you turn them into wizards instead of shinobi, right? And so I think it hits all the marks of like being shonen, super action packed, and like hot characters and whatnot, right? So I just like, it's perfect. I'm pretty simple. Like I just need like good fight scenes, hot characters, and magic. Like I'm a for magical characters with like super over the top powers. And yeah, Black Clover, super good. Yeah, there's this character who, like I said, the show is very similar to Naruto, and they have this like rivalry dynamic, and it's basically Naruto and Sasuke, but like in another world. And the Sasuke character is named Yuno, and I'm simping hard. It's really bad.
Only 3 episodes in, already simping.
Literally, I'm down bad already. It's so bad. But yeah, on that topic, I have always been a Sasuke girly, you know, since my childhood. Definitely a solid early gay awakening for me. And that brings us to today's episode, which is Gay Awakenings. Yay! Okay, and I guess we should give a little debrief. I mean, for you, what is your understanding of a gay awakening? Like, what does that mean?
I feel like it can be consumed in any type of media, but I feel like
Mhm.
most people would be like either cartoons, movies, like live action characters. I'm sure for us, like early childhood, it's a lot of cartoon characters that just made you realize or like have this inkling and feeling that you might have like this attraction, you know,
Yeah.
towards them. Yeah, kind of. That's like I guess my general understanding and like overview of it. What would you say?
I would say yes. It's yeah, basically what you said. I mean, I don't know if inkling is how I would describe it. But it is definitely something of that sort, like some type of like tingling, you know, kilig. Do you know what kilig means? Like,
No.
okay, it's like, from my understanding, I think it's like the butterfly feelings you get from
Okay.
like being attracted to like someone or something. And so yeah, it's like that, like your first ski league basically that confirmed that you're, you know, the the G.
Uh-huh.
And so and so on that topic, I want to know, give me all of yours. Who were your early ones, like standouts, you know? Who were they?
God, I'm so bad with like remembering her names, but I
Mm-hmm.
feel like a lot of people's obviously Danny Phantom, Chris Evans as the torch, the flame, the torch. I forgot in Fantastic Four. Like
Human Torch, get his
Human
name
Torch.
right.
Okay, I was close, but yeah, I like that
Uh-huh.
very much. And then obviously later is Captain America.
Wait, hold on. Let me hold you there. The Human Torch scene in the it's the elevator, right? Like when like he
when
like
everything like burns off,
yeah, and he's like
just has like a
like
little towel.
yeah. Oh my god. Listen, we were like in the movie theaters watching it, like me and my family, and I was like,
Whoa.
what is this? Yeah, I was
And why
shocked.
do I like it?
You know, literally, like, I love this movie. You guys, thank you so much for bringing me here. Literally. But continue, sorry.
Zuko, obviously. I feel like this one I saw recently because someone reminded me. It was like David Henry from Wizards. Sometimes, you know, when he was like
no, I get
wearing
it.
a vest.
Yeah, the arms.
Yeah.
For what? Like, for what reason?
Like Disney knew.
Yeah,
so.
they knew what they were doing. Yeah, no, it's true.
I can't really think of anything else though. Like, what about you?
Oh, I have so many. All of yours, 100%. And, you know, before I even start on my list, I want to know why Danny Phantom, like everyone, like on Twitter, Tumblr, like for years have been simping over him. Like,
Is it the suit?
Is it
the hair?
Is
For
it
me,
like,
I feel like it was like when he went, or you know, like Going Goes,
the
like,
white
specifically,
hair version?
yeah,
Oh,
like not
so
him.
not Danny Fenton.
No.
Oh, right? No, because like it was like Danny Fenton. That was his name.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
both, but I feel like specifically like the suit. Like, was it? Did I want to be him, or did I want it?
Right. That's the question of the century. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, we could like get into that. Like, what are gay? Like, why do we have certain gay awakenings? Like, do we want to be them or do we want to be with them? Like,
yeah, that's true.
No, yeah, and I think it's also like the black hair. I feel like there's not enough characters with black hair, like cartoon characters that are like the main character, right? Usually, main characters are blonde.
Yeah, or
like,
brunette.
Yes, they never have black hair, and I mean, it could be like safe to assume it's because black hair, you know, minorities and like, BIPOC folks have black hair. Which brings me to one of my gay awakenings, which was Jake Long. First time ever, you know, Asian character is like the main character, and I was like, whoa. And that's definitely one where I'm like, do I want to be him or do I want to be with him?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then it's like
Yeah.
you kind of identify with him, especially. So
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
Interesting.
Do you have any more?
Yes, I have so many. Okay, so I'm just gonna name them. I'll
Let's
start
just
with
go
the
through
first
it.
ones. Yeah, so like Marshall Lee from Adventure Time, Zuko as well, and then also General Iroh in Korra, which is basically Zuko because I don't know if you remember, right? Same voice actor, pretty sure. And let's see, Mako. I know you are not a Mako girly.
More of a Bolin.
You're a Bolin girly. Yes.
Yeah, Bolin's mine. So you can have Mako. Yeah.
That's and I will have him.
It works
Thank
out.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this is kind of a deep cut because he's not in the majority of the show, but there's Aqualad from Teen Titans. I'll just note though, he was Asian. So I think that's why it's like, I don't know, something there. Nightwing, not canonically Asian, but like maybe could be Asian. Nightwing, like Robin, basically. And then let's see, these are like really random ones from like video games. The Nightwalker from the Cygnus Knights. I'll show you. I'll like send you a picture, but like, I don't know for what reason. I think I usually like to go for like the bad boy kind of, archetypes.
Edgy.
Yes. And on that note, so you were a Danny Phantom simp. I was his bully simp. I just think it's just giving jock, like I was just like, okay.
With the what's it called, like the varsity
Letterman
jacket.
Yeah. Wait, there was another one. There was a bully with him. His name was Quan, and he was Asian.
Yeah, I just saw.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, is it so? Dash Baxter. Dash, is that him? Okay.
Yes, it's Dash. You're right. Yeah. And so I think definitely in my childhood I was a Dash girly, but now I would be a Quan girly. I'm the the side bully stand now.
So did you want to be him?
I probably I think so. Yeah. Let's see who else is on my list. I got Link from Zelda.
Cartoon
Link? No. The one from like Twilight Princess, I think I would say. Yeah. Do you play Smash? Like
Yeah.
Okay, you know the sword characters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All of them. Like the whole roster. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's literally why I would play as them. Like, do I know how to play as the sword characters? No. But are they hot? Yeah.
Yes, I have too. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And then this is also like a random, like super random. I don't know if anyone knows who I'm talking about, but there's like a nerdy Green Ranger from the Ninja Storm Power Rangers. I don't know. I mean, I just think I just saw myself, in him, and I was like, you know what? Yeah. He was really cool though. I think honestly, this was definitely one where I can confidently say I wanted to be him. Because I don't know if I've ever seen an Asian Power Ranger before that.
Yeah, and it became more common like after.
Yeah.
But, yeah. No, I loved Power Rangers and I always wanted to be one. Like that was like my obsession when I was younger.
No. Same. Did you buy the toys and stuff? Like,
yeah, but I've always wanted like a suit.
I definitely had one for like Halloween. The cheap
I don't know
ones,
if I ever did.
Okay, I see. Wait, what toys did you have? Because I can tell you which. Like, I remember them like vividly.
Okay, you go first.
Okay,
I like weird ones.
No, me too. Bard was so weird. So I had this random. I think it was Dino Force. If you remember that. That
sounds
franchise.
So familiar.
Yeah. And so it was the Black Ranger. They had like a cane sword. Or maybe it might have been like a fencing sword or whatever. And it had like a head of a like a dinosaur on it. And then it would like light up and everything. And it probably like turned into like a normal sword or whatever. Had that, took it everywhere, took it to school all the time. And then I also had, if you remember the Mystic Force, franchise, they like, okay, so they had like phones, right? I think they all actually had like phones or pagers.
They had a device. Yeah.
Yeah, but this one was like specifically a flip phone. And I think it was like a rat, or no, it was a beetle, I think, because they each had an animal spirit in the Mystic Force.
Wait.
Yeah, it was like they were all specifically forest animals. Like, it was so weird, but I loved it. I ate that shit up. And so I had the phone. It was like some type of bug. Like their animal was a bug. But anyway, that favorite toy ever.
That sounds so cool. Honestly, I would have loved that too.
Okay, yes. So it was like forest animals, but then I'm remembering that their like medium through which they fight is through spells. They were all mages.
Oh.
And so their phone would turn into a wand. That's why I loved them. Because like I was like into that shit.
I always love anything with magic.
Yes.
Just any spells, yeah.
No, yeah. They were literally like Harry Potter Power Rangers. It was amazing. Dang. I don't remember like particularly like simping over any of them, but definitely Ninja Storm. Like the Asian one. There was another. Oh, that's what I was gonna bring up. The new Power Rangers with.
I don't know if I don't.
Wait, but let me like double fact check to make sure he's in it, because I don't want to name the wrong person.
Wait, like the actor?
Yes, Yoshi Sudarso.
Wait, let's see.
You know who he is. He's like all over TikTok and everything. Okay, yeah. So both the Sudarsos were Power Rangers. They definitely were Power Rangers when we were older, so I didn't like catch on, like I didn't know. But through Twitter, I saw they're like, "Yo, the Power Rangers now." I'm like, "What? That's them now?" But yeah, I would definitely like if I was a kid watching these newer Power Rangers, like obviously that's an awakening.
Like,
I would definitely be awakened from this one. I think I got like the majority of mine on my list. What about any like music artists? Because like One Direction for me.
But like which
Zayn.
One? Okay.
Zayn. I'm a Zayn girly.
For me, it was Louis and Zayn.
Oh, you're a Louis girly.
Yeah. I don't know why, but
I don't know why.
Maybe because he had a pigeon named Kevin, I was like,
this one's the most realistic. Yeah. You're like, I have a chance now. Yeah. That makes sense.
I don't know, like Troy, but Troy, like that was
as in
Troy Sivan.
Oh, I was like Troy as in Bolton. Troy as in Gabriella. Yeah.
I mean that too, but
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Jonas Brothers. Which one are like? Who's your man's? Which one?
Okay, see, it's hard because Nick, obviously, like now, but I feel like back then it was obviously Joe.
It was always Joe.
Yeah. Rock,
and then low key Joe fell off. I'm sorry.
Well, like
the music is good still.
I think he fell off.
Okay, maybe he didn't fall off, but like there's a new one. Yeah.
There's a new one.
Yeah, there's like a new, there's a new Joe. Yeah. And it's Nick. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like, I think they're both doing well,
Like, do you remember the show that they had? The Jonas show?
LA?
Yeah.
Or is it LA Jonas? Something like that? Was it not Jonas LA?
I think you're on, I don't think it's specifically that.
I thought it.
Yeah, it was called like, Jonas.
Just Jonas, okay.
Yeah,
it was like a reality show.
Yes.
But like not a reality show.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. So that brings me to another thing. I remember there was a girlie on that show, Nicole Gail Anderson. I don't know what she does now, but it's Macy. Her name was Macy Misa in the show. There was an Asian girl like in the cast, and I was like, that's my straight awakening. Like, because I had several gay awakenings before. This was a straight one. Yeah.
I don't know what mine would be. Oh, you know what? Actually, I did think about this. So like, you know the Tomb Raider games? I don't know
Yeah.
if you know.
Wait,
Where
Laura?
are you going with this? Yeah, Lara Croft,
Yeah.
but not necessarily because I watched the movies before, and I
Oh.
love Angelina Jolie. Like she
Mm-hmm.
is Tomb Raider to me,
Yeah.
and Lara Croft,
Mm-hmm.
and then like obviously the games after like that to me that's not Lara Croft, that's Angelina Jolie. But I just love
Yeah,
like
obviously. Yeah.
anything like with Angelina, Eternals, like
Mm-hmm.
oh my God, Maleficent. Ah,
Uh-huh. Yeah, I know. Big slay. Big slay for Miss
yeah,
Jolie. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. That's definitely an early one for me too. Like, what is it? It's and Mrs. Smith.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. That was like one of the first movies I've seen of her, and I was like,
She's
whoa,
just so badass, you know?
she's a bad bitch. Like, I love
Yeah.
her. Yeah.
And still is.
And still is. Literally the strongest Eternal. Sorry, spoiler. She's the like, I think she's the strongest fighter in the Eternal.
Mm-hmm.
As she should be, because it's
Yeah,
Angela.
always.
But for me, I would say a few. Okay, I could like name a few Straight Awakenings. Ariana Grande in Victorious specifically. I remember being like, I'm gonna stan her. Like this is the
You already knew.
girly. Yes, I think it was probably her performance with Miss Jade. You know, Give It Up? Wait, I'm a fake fan. Give It Up, right? That's the actual title of the
Yeah,
song.
well, I know what song you're talking about, but I just don't know if that's the title. Probably.
I think it is. I'm just gonna go with that. Give It Up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I'm like in any group or like any pop group, I go for the vocalist, right? So I love Zayn for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when I saw Miss Ari, slaying on Victorious, I was like, that's who I'm gonna stand. And also I love her. And she's my girlfriend. And so yeah, like Ariana Grande definitely like shout out Miss Ari. She was definitely like a huge Straight Awakening for me.
For me, I feel
Yeah.
like if in Victorious, like it would be Jade. Because like she
Ooh.
was again, maybe there's like a trend for me, but like a bad bitch, you know?
Yeah.
So I just loved her attitude. And hilarious. And she in the new show that she had, Dynasty. Love that.
Yeah. She's Jade in that show.
She is. Like she is.
She always
she
is.
Just,
yeah.
That's just who she is. Yeah.
Literally, yeah. Like they didn't even do a casting for Jade. Like that they chose her. Like she was they made the character based off of her. Like
she is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like her life after Victorious.
Basically, yeah. On that note though, that one episode where she sings with Andre and she sings a cover of a song, I don't know if you remember. It's in a later season because it's when they like revamped her look. I don't know if you remember that. They like changed her
I don't think
hair.
so.
Okay. Well, it's in that season. And she sings a song with Andre. It's a cover of this like rock band song, but she like sings it like slowly. Like it's like a ballad in the show. I was like, wow, maybe I'm a Jade girly now. Because she changed the trajectory of my life with that. I love that cover. Very good. I recommend. 10 out of 10. So I'm wondering, I guess you tell me your thoughts. Like I've known that I was the G for forever, right? And so I'm like, why did I have Straight Awakenings? Like, what are your thoughts on Straight Awakenings?
Because I do think about this and I consider it just like idolizing, I hope that's the right word, like women and like women empowerment, because I mean, but I don't know the reason why behind it, but to me, it's like, I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah. You're a stan. You adore them. Like you feel empowered by them. Yeah. And yeah, there is a sense of queer men or like gay men specifically. They have a femininity that was suppressed, a lot of the time. And so seeing these women be powerful and be beautiful is like empowering, Is that do you think that's where like you're getting at too?
Yeah, no, I think that makes more sense. And the fact that, women are a minority as well. And so like being suppressed in certain situations and environments, but then seeing them in these power positions, it's just like, wow, you just identify more with it. So like maybe that's, I like what you said.
That's a good way to see it for sure. Yeah. Cause like I feel like sometimes it can be like confusing because obviously like I think I know what I am and then I see Foosly at TwitchCon and I'm like, wait, maybe I'm maybe I'm the S, like I don't know. It's just crazy to me. So on that note, I went to TwitchCon like a few days ago and just seeing these like shearers, specifically like Quarter Jade and like Leslie, I was just so starstruck. It was crazy.
I mean, it makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, because
like,
I see, like, I watch them all the time playing games and stuff, and in a lot of ways, they inspired me to stream too. And so I was just literally like shaking. I already told you the story, but I want to say it again on the pod. But yeah,
That's so sweet though that she like she took the pictures for you, or like
she literally took the pictures for me, and like I was visibly shaking. Like I was like, I'm so sorry, and she's like, it's okay, I got it. And then she like
so
took a bunch of selfies.
Yeah, and she took a lot, and
she
like
took
they're
so
really
many.
Good. Yeah, so cute.
Yeah. So like I have tons of proof that I met Fusi. She's the best. Love her. Super cool. Definitely made me question. Like I was like, huh, women are beautiful. So going back to basically like listing off all of your early gay awakenings, I wonder, did you have any stories of anything in your childhood of IRL, gay awakenings that kind of confirmed like, oh yeah, like in school or something?
Yes and no. I wouldn't consider it an awakening, but it was definitely like a crush. And so like we had retreats for only seniors, and then I did the summer one, so it was like tiny group. And you can't bring your phone, you can't bring anything, and they put you paired into a room. And I found out that he was going at the same time. And I was like, oh my god, wouldn't it be funny if we got paired into the same room? And then like they hand out the assignments, and I'm like, is this happening? And it was kind of awkward though. And I was considering maybe, I don't know why, what came over me, but I was considering like even just saying something like to him, but okay, I didn't. Because, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, but yeah, the fact that like we were in the same room, I don't know how long retreat was, like a week or weekend, and like we had to spend that time together. I mean, we did become really close for that time, and it was like really nice, but yeah, nothing happened. And it was like a crush though, like it's like it's just that little imagination that you can hold on to. It'll just remain one. Yeah.
No, yeah, I feel that.
It was cute. I thought it was cute.
Did you know like you were before?
What year was this? Yes. So yeah. I was I wasn't accepting of it, and I was still questioning it, but I knew there was an attraction. And I think the reason why I was even more excited, because I wasn't sure about him. And I was like, where does he stand on this spectrum, or if he even is on it? And so because I wasn't sure, it kind of gave me that hope of like, maybe, which is why I wanted to bring it up, but I didn't. So, because I was still worried at the time, because I was still in high school on a Catholic retreat with God.
Yeah.
So
the probably worst place to bring that up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hated having church crushes, because I definitely did. I had a lot of church crushes, and I'm like, I can't do anything about it. Like, what am I going to do? Tell you? Like, no.
At church?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is the worst place.
And did you have any other, like, childhood or growing up, like, awakenings as well?
I think I did. Okay, I definitely did. But I don't know if I can pinpoint exactly who, but there are a few that just, like, stood out. Because I remember I was in the GATE program. Did you have that? The Gifted and
Mm-mm.
Talented Education?
I've heard of it, but we didn't have that. No.
Okay, yeah. So we had that, and I don't know if it works like this at every school, but you basically are stuck with the same class, and you're supposed to have the same teacher for 3 years as well. But it worked out in a way that none of the teachers stuck around. So like it was the same class for 3 years with different teachers.
Oh, okay.
For third through fifth grade. And so I remember like going to the first day on third grade, and I was like super nervous because I'm like, this is gonna be my class for the next 3 years until middle school. Like this is crazy. And I remember seeing one or two other boys, and I'm like, ooh, like this is I'm gonna be with them for the next 3 years or whatever. And I'm actually I know, like, I still know a few of them now to this day, because we like went to high school and whatnot. But yeah, definitely one of my early moments of like, like butterflies. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm excited. And then the next 3 years, like, obviously nothing happened because I was still, I guess, trying to figure myself out. And yeah, I don't know, definitely in that class guaranteed I had a gay awakening somewhere, like within that class. I mean, I could name them, but I don't want to.
Just name
like,
drop
I
them.
literally know that, like, I know who they
Their
are.
initials?
Yeah, no, it's okay.
I remember another thing for me was like, so I did cross country and track in like all 4 years of high school.
mhm.
And cross country runners obviously have like these like 2-inch inseam shorts for running and racing, and yeah, that did it for me.
You're like, yeah.
And then like
That's
track
so
meets, like
funny.
sprinters would wear. I know in swim it's called jammers, but I don't know
Mhm.
what they're called in track. But
Mhm.
yeah, so I was like, go
Yeah.
sprinters. Let me watch.
You're like, I love track.
I
All of a
love track.
sudden,
The
yeah,
sprints.
you're the only one in the crowd like cheering them on. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I love you. That's so funny. Did you not also do track?
No, I did. So cross country and track, but I
Okay.
was still distance on track.
Oh, okay,
So,
I see. Yeah,
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you were admiring from the other team, like the other group.
Yeah.
I see.
As they raced.
Yeah.
Right, my warm up.
Whoa, the shade, the shade. You said their race is your warm up. Damn. I mean, true. You're right. I did cross country, and I know for a fact that they did not run as much as we did, but obviously they were way faster. So
Yeah. Sprinting was fun, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It looked fun, but I could never do it because I don't know. They go way too hard. Like I'm like, it's fine. But I kept going because of like a couple crushes like on the team. Definitely. Like I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll go for another practice. And then at a certain point after the second meet, I was like, enough.
I'm done.
It's not worth it. No man is worth it, you know. I'm hurting my body for this.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanna segue into kind of thinking about, do you think these early awakenings kind of speak to your type now? If you have a type, I don't even know if like you have a,
I think everyone deep down has one. Or like, it's not like, I hate the word type, but there's a word.
Preference? Preference also sounds very bad.
Yeah, it sounds very like negative.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was, but it's like, I guess green flags? I don't know if like that's like a recent term, but things that you look for, ideally. But yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of growing up, what you saw on TV was definitely like led towards your preference in a way, and then also where you grew up. I think that played a part. So yeah, I would say it definitely affected that and influenced that. I don't know. What about you? I don't know if you want to get into detail of what that is exactly.
I mean, I guess, yeah, I'm just wondering, like, if you think there's a relation.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think so, too. Like, I'm looking at my list, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, I will say what I was attracted to, or, like, awakened by back then. It was influenced by a lot of the media I consumed like as a kid and like all of the things that were like trendy and whatnot. But I've learned to be more open to loving more people that looked like me, because I think the levels of representation when we were younger, obviously was like very limited, and in a lot of ways it still is. Because I want to say like it was later on in middle school or high school when I started to like simp over Nightwing or like like General Iroh from Korra and whatnot. Like that was definitely later, and like Marshall Lee from Adventure Time later on. As a kid, like it was definitely like whatever was the heartthrob of the time, you know, and that's definitely passed on from like who the older generations would be like, oh yeah, like Justin Timberlake. Obviously now I'm like, no, but then like, you know, as a kid I'm like,
As a kid, yeah.
I was like impressionable, and like I didn't know, I guess, what was out there, because like I only saw mainstream stuff. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. But
no, it does. It makes complete sense, and I agree. Because,
yeah.
I mean, the list that we gave at the beginning is definitely like a wide variety of different characters and like people and individuals. But I do think that not only based on the media, but where I am and the demographic is, I think that it does make sense. Because I also didn't start being more attracted to people that look like me until college, because it was like really late in the media when things started becoming more inclusive, I guess. And you started seeing like other individuals and stuff like that, and also because in college I was exposed to more people, so I got to see what else was out there.
Exactly.
So
okay,
I agree
100%. And if we're kind of looking at stuff now, I'm so excited by the idea of men like Jimin or, you know, Wonho or, you know, all these K-pop Asian men being awakenings and first celebrity crushes for a lot of these younger Asian folks too. Because you know, a huge formative experience for me, like learning to appreciate my Asianness, was watching Big Bang. It's like, I don't know, like a second gen early K-pop group, earlier kind of, and they were like, you know, hot shit overseas, but obviously in America they weren't big. And seeing them be fawned over and, you know, idolized and stuff, I was like, wow, people that look more like me can be seen as, you know, hot,
like
or
the
a
heartthrob.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So definitely, like, it's cool to see and know that people like us are gonna be like, you know, celebrity crushes for like, you know, the younger generations. They'll see themselves as people who are empowering and whatnot.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we talked about a lot of our gay awakenings, and I think we covered a lot. Like, I feel like I know so much more about you now, Kevin.
Learning everything.
Yeah. I know so much about your childhood.
It's a good conversation.
It is, and it's so important. I think it's always good to see and evaluate like what you were into back then, because, you know, chances are it's gonna have a relation to what you do and like now, you know, and what does that mean about you, you know?
Very reflective. So.
Very reflective, for sure. Cool. So on that note, we are going to transition into our Q&A session, and we do have a couple submissions for this week. And our first question is from my ate. It is a silly question. It is, what is your favorite type of bread? Kevin, what is your favorite?
Okay, recently, I feel like people will hate me, but I usually go for wheat if I'm like just using bread. Because the whole grain, you know? But,
oh, yeah. Yeah, love whole grain.
You know, like Hawaiian bread, always. And then the brioche bun from 85 Degrees. So good. Yeah.
Okay, but on Hawaiian bread, do you eat it with sweet and savory things, or is it like, what is it?
Yes. So the bread's sweet, obviously, and then I'll use to. I don't know if you know liverwurst. We'll put liverwurst on it, and then
what is that?
It's liver sausage made from liver, but it's like a spread. So it's the liverwurst spread made from liver. Yeah, it's popular in Europe.
Okay,
but we get it from 99 Ranch.
Amazing.
But yeah, what about you? What's your go-to bread?
I love brioche as well, but I think I'm more of like a general brioche. Like, I love the one from 85, but when I think of brioche, I'm more so thinking of like brioche bread for like French toast, like a thick piece of like French toast using brioche, or a brioche sandwich. Like, I think it's just a good thick, like, it's like a thick white bread. Like, honestly, I think that's why I like it. It's like a more durable, high quality version of
no, I get that. I can see that. Okay, but you also, I feel like, well, you like sourdough, right?
I do like
sourdough. To me is very similar, not in flavor, but that thick, like sturdier bread.
That's true. No, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Maybe you have a type.
Well, in a lot of ways, I think I only like sourdough because of the thicker, like harder crust part. Yeah, but
it's
I
nice.
definitely do have a type for sure. For my bread,
for your bread,
very particular. Yeah,
that's fair. All right. The other question is from an anonymous person, and it is, what animes are you watching right now, and do you have a favorite? So why don't you go first?
I would say, so as I said, I'm watching Black Clover, but I'm also watching Spy Family very slowly. Both of them very slowly, like one episode a week or something. It's really bad. And my favorite anime of all time is Kill la Kill. Kill la Kill is the best anime ever. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. But also, people love to hate it. And honestly, that's a loss for you. Like, it's the best anime ever, and you just don't have taste. Yeah, that's it.
You're just haters.
Anyway, yeah, you're just haters. Like, you hate it. Yeah, because, you know, I love a strong woman, a strong protagonist, and quite literally one of the most powerful anime characters I've ever seen. Satsuki and I'm blanking the main character's name. I'm blanking, but Satsuki's my favorite character, which is why I remember her. What about you, Kevin?
I've never seen Kill la Kill, and you told me that was your favorite anime before. I am currently watching Spy Family, and I am trying to watch Link Click, and then I was recommended Tokyo Revengers, so I might watch those down the line. But my favorite, I haven't seen that many. See, I used to say my favorite was Attack on Titan, then Demon Slayer, but now it's Hunter x Hunter.
Okay, yeah.
I just love like the relationship that Gon and Killua have with each other. So yeah, I feel like the character development in Hunter x Hunter is like really good. So
yeah. I've heard, but I can't get. I can't get
to watch
through
it.
The Chimera and arc. Like, it's just
it's long.
I can't.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually not even there. I'm on Greed Island arc still.
Okay, to be fair, Greed Island arc is like, it's not my favorite.
Thank you. I just had this conversation yesterday.
It's very cute, but it does feel elongated for no reason. And
yeah,
Chimera,
it's like they already trained.
Action. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So once you get there, I think you'll breeze through it.
Okay, good. Because I'm excited to get to whatever part everyone in the world loves to talk about.
It's so good. So
yeah, apparently.
The fight scenes. Oh my god. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, yeah. That was our Q&A. If you have any other questions, comments, concerns, if you want to shout out, feel free to contact us on Instagram at the QA podcast, or of course through the link in our bio, and you can go to bit.ly/the QA subs.
Yes. Yeah. And on that note, thank you everyone for watching/listening to our episode today. And we hope that you follow us on Instagram if you aren't already. and submit questions. Do it, please. We love them.
Please.
Yes. And yeah, cool. Thanks, y'all.
Thank everyone.
Bye.
Bye.